AMD just went scorched earth on Intel. I'm talking, I haven't seen AMD launch a direct rebuke against another company like this in years. And it all started at Intel's CES 2026 presentation, where the company announced their Core Ultra Series 3 Panther Lake CPUs. And let's just say, they made some pretty bold claims. This led AMD to just release a couple slides calling Intel out, and it's wild. So first is the more generic slide where you can see they claim that against the Core Ultra X9, 7, 5, the premium tier, AMD wins in content creation and gaming. And I just have to note here, they flat out wrote AMD win, not we're competitive or similar to competition, any of those marketing terms. When comparing thin and light notebooks versus the Ryzen AI 400, AMD claims a win in content creation and gaming yet again, though they mention that it loses in graphics. So that one's a little odd. I have no clue how they could win in gaming yet lose in graphics. Either way, they go through each segment like this until you get to this slide right here. This one is talking about Intel's new flagship model, their Core Ultra X9 388H. During the presentation, Intel shares this slide, where you can see they claim that the 388H is 73% faster than AMD's chip on average. And that's obviously a bold claim, so AMD is hitting back here. First, they mention that Intel claims the Core Ultra X9 388H graphics is in a league of its own, but they fight back to say that the Ryzen AI Max 395 Plus has 37% faster graphics against the 388H. Now, I will say that Intel mentions that they were comparing it to AMD with similar power and similar memory, which is why they compared it to the HX 370. But I will say that the Ryzen AI Max 395 Plus is configurable to 45 watts, which is where Intel had it in that slide. Next, AMD says that the 395 Plus has 2 times the processing threads, and this one I have to say isn't that strong. I mean, who cares about the number of cores? This is a completely different architecture, so it's tough to really compare. All that ultimately matters is performance. Next, they talk about the 388H, quote, leading x86 power efficiency. And here, AMD flat says that Intel's own data shows that there's almost no advantage to Lunar Lake. And in this slide, Intel does actually show that it's not much better than their Lunar Lake chip, but I think it's pretty telling that AMD doesn't actually complain about how terrible Intel makes their chip look here. Finally, they say that Intel makes no claims about the rest of their stack,